Have you ever been turned off by overly religious people? Maybe you've even completely abandoned the whole concept of God because of how people may have treated you. If that's the case, pay attention today, because our quote by Tim Keller and some scripture from Jesus himself speaks directly to these issues. So let's jump right in. Here's what Tim Keller has to say. Churches that are filled with self-righteous, exclusive, insecure, angry, moralistic people are extremely unattractive. Their public pronouncements are often highly judgmental, while internally such churches experience many bitter conflicts, splits, and divisions. Pharisees and their unattractive lives leave many people confused about the real nature of Christianity. Tim Keller. Totally agree with you, Tim, and I think there's many out there that do. Pharisees and their lives that they demonstrate make Christianity unattractive. But here's the kicker, man. That's not Christianity. That's not who Jesus is. That's not who your Father is. And that's not what He taught us. Matter of fact, He had some very harsh things to say to people who behaved in such a way. So I want to look at a few scriptures and give you some action steps to take here at the end. So hang around for that. First of all, Matthew 23, verse 13, Jesus says this, "But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you shut up the kingdom of heaven against men, for ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them to enter, that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, scribes and hypocrites, Pharisees, for you devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. Therefore you shall receive the greater damnation. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, you made him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves." Man, Jesus wasn't cutting no slack, was he? He was pretty direct, pretty clear to these guys, literally saying, you're blocking the way. You're not letting people in. You won't come into the true kingdom, and you're not letting people in. You're going out proselytizing, trying to win converts, but when you win one, you've made him twice the devil of hell that he was before. Tough words. What else does Jesus have to say? In Matthew 15, he says this, "These people draw near to me with their mouth." And let me say it again. "This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." So Jesus, referring to these hypocrites, these Pharisees, these scribes, he says they honor me with their mouth, but their heart is far from me. What they're doing is not teaching the truth of God. They're teaching the doctrines, the teachings of men. It's tradition. It's religion. And that's not what I'm about. So one more scripture where Jesus makes it very clear what it is that He is about. In John 13, we have this. "A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another, as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this shall all men know that you are my disciples, if you have love one to another." Completely different perspective. Jesus says, this is commandment that I'm giving you. You love one another. The way that I have loved you, as I have demonstrated love to you, you love one another that way. This is how people will know that you're my true disciples, by the love that you show, by the love that you have one to another. And there's really no love in a lot of this legalistic, pharisaical, judgmental mess that many of us have dealt with in the Christian world. Now, again, I hate to use that word because that's not Christian. That's not true relationship with God. It is pharisaical religion. And I agree with Tim Keller. Because of that, many people are confused about the true nature of Christianity and what God intends for this thing to be. If you're new here, my name is Mitch. We are with Restored Coaching, and we believe that practical discipleship without the religious finger pointing and judgmentalism is the key. It's the secret to true transformational growth. God promised us the abundant life, and I tried for years to find it in that religious world and couldn't. But it wasn't until I came into real relationship with God that I was able to begin to live this life. So we do a daily devotion each weekday. On Tuesday, we drop a teaching to help equip and prepare you to live the abundant life that is possible, that Jesus promised we could have. So if that's interesting to you, click that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you don't miss the resources that we put out on a daily and weekly basis. Action steps. I want you taking action. I don't want you just sitting, listening, and consuming. Let's put this into practice. So today, here's what I want you to do. Identify and commit to one practical way that you can demonstrate unconditional love in your church community and the people that you're living life with. Let's do what Jesus said. Let's love one another. So identify and commit to one practical way that you can do that today. Some examples. Reach out to someone who has drifted away. Engage with someone new. Build new relationships. How about resolving a conflict that you've been avoiding? Things like this are practical steps that we can take to show the world who we are. Jesus said, they will know you are my true disciples by the love that you show one for another. So if there's somebody that's been on your mind, reach out to them, reconnect with them. If there's somebody new showing up, take the time to develop that relationship with them. If there's a breach in your relationship with someone, be a reconciler. Seek to bring reconciliation to that. Take those practical steps to love one another the way God has truly loved you. Receive His love and give it away. That's what we're here for. So thank you for joining us. If you missed our devotion from yesterday, here's your end card. Previous video will take you back to our last one. Playlist will take you to the compilation of everything. So we love you guys. We'll see you again next time. Hope you're enjoying these. Share them for me. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.